Yeah, obviously going into the final game of the season, it's always a bit of a nervy occasion. You want to be finishing in the position that you are. Obviously, there's a lot of teams around the country that are also wanting that same objective and exactly what TS Galaxy came to do. So it was a big game, an important game in terms of what it meant for our club to again, finish in a sort of a top 6 position. So it didn't make for the there was certain times that the game became a bit of a sort of scrap and a bit of a fight, but I felt that the first half we played really well. The way we moved the ball, the way we controlled the game, we limited them. I don't think they had a corner in the first half. I think we asked the questions, and I thought it was a really mature first half performance. The only time we looked a bit vulnerable, which was a message at half time, is when maybe we made a mistake or just maybe overplayed it at the back. But I thought that it was a good performance first half. Second half, obviously they come out, got the early equaliser, which sort of made it a little bit even more difficult. They had nothing to lose. Obviously they had to come in, they had to win the game to give themselves any chance. So, but yeah, I felt that we still handled it well enough. We probably, on transition moments, we could have maybe done a bit better decision making to just maybe kill the game off and get the second. But we weren't able to do, and then it became sort of a defensive sort of situation where we had to see the game out. They started playing it a lot longer, more direct, but I felt that we dealt with it well enough that we deserved, in my opinion, the win. And yeah, it caps off for me a really good season.
Coach, first half I saw a glimpses of low block even in the starting of the second half. Was the case of coming into the game, the mentality we don't want to lose, or early to skill game?
I disagree with you. I don't think we played a low block. I thought we just controlled the game really well, moved the ball. We were the ones that were, keeping possession and asking them the questions. They basically only really won the ball in the middle third when we sometimes tried to play centrally, and they had a couple of numbers. So there was no way we were low blocking the game. We knew that we had to get a result. Obviously, when you don't have the ball, we do get our structure and we do get behind the ball. But yeah, I just thought first half especially was we were in control of the match.
Hi Coach, I just want to ask, Mendieta has been very involved throughout the whole season, and he's been a marquee player in the midfield and creating spaces, and we saw the PSL nominees this week and he was nowhere. What's your take on that?
No, it's an absolute tragedy for me. I mean, his numbers are far better than some of the other nominated players. He's in the top sort of 5 or 6 for many things, even defensively, action. So, he's got more goals and assists than both players put together, more tackles than both players. I'm not talking about the goalkeeper now, but the others. So he deserves to have got a nomination. There's no doubt in my mind that he should have been one of the 3. So, but he's important to us. Again, he showed his class today. Real good quality header to get us the winner. His goal involvements this season have been really good, not only scoring but assisting. So yeah, disappointed for him, but happy that he's our player and that he will continue to bring those numbers forth.
Coach, I think we spoke already, I think last week or week before, about how the season went for you. It would have been better if you had gone on to be in the final as an example of the Nedbank Cup. But looking overall now, looking forward to next season, even without giving away names or whatever, what do you feel is the areas that you need to improve to take that extra step now to get to the final, to have Chiefs here and beat them, to go to the next step and finish higher on the log?
Yeah, look, I do think there's a couple of areas that we can, look a little bit more in sort of depth in sort of quality. Obviously, this whole season we didn't really have full cover for, a player like Dino van Rooyen. Carl Jurgens on occasion stepped in and done a really good job, but, he's ultimately more of a midfielder. And yeah, I do believe maybe another attacking option will also help us in terms of going forward. So there's not much that we're looking for this season, but there are 1 or 2 key areas that we want to solidify and just improve our quality of depth.
Coach, going into it, obviously there has been rumours that Stellies signed a goalkeeper, Masuluku. Is there any truth in that from your end?
Yeah.
And also, what does that mean to the current goalkeeping department?
Yeah, look, I think it's again a situation. It is true, yes. It's again just ensuring that we have good progression in years to come. Lee Langeveld is a superb goalkeeper. He remains a superb goalkeeper. Again, he showed today. But he is, getting sort of older and will stay with the club going beyond the season and the next in a different type of capacity. So it's just long-term planning, and it's always good to have the depth, especially in the goalkeeping department. So that's hence the decision.
Yeah. You can.
Okay, thanks. So any contract negotiations in terms of releasing the players? Is there anyone who has come and knocked at the door for maybe Mteto Mandeta? Are they going to stay with you?
Still media reports. Yeah, no, it's easy to say, but yeah, nothing has been sent or formalized or anything. So, as I said before, our aim is to keep our best players. We also want to progress as a club. We a penalty shootout away from a semi-final of MTN, a penalty shootout away from a final of the Nedbank, 6 in the league. It's time for us to. It was a new cycle that we went into. We released a lot of experienced, quality players end of last season. And the plan has always been that this next 3-year cycle is to maintain our sort of squad, and that we can then push on further.
Last question.
Yeah. Coach, just from a point of view, personally, as a coach, what has been difficult for you, especially this season, in terms of coaching and man management? I'm asking this question because you lost your player through that. But mixed fortunes, you ended up in the semi-finals. Now you're in the top 8. What was best for you this season personally?
It was an emotional season, obviously for the reasons that you stated. Not only in Ashwin's passing, but many other players had personal tragedies this season. So, when you have a season where you go 8-9 games without winning a game, and you find yourself bottom, second bottom on the log table, 2-0 down against Cape Town City, you just felt that there's, a bit of despair. But we came back, beat Cape Town City, and I think the second half of the season, since February onwards, we're probably one of the most consistent teams been in the league. So yeah, it's been a roller coaster season in terms of emotions, playing really well, going through a difficult patch. So yeah, in the end of the day, you have people around you, fellow coaches, staff that are there to support me, and we support each other. So I think as a club, we've grown together as a unit, together as a family. We've shown that we can come through difficult times, and we've also shown that we can, compete and be competitive at the highest level.
Three studies! Let's go!